Alright, part 2. My goodness. 10 minutes is kind of short, but that's the limit YouTube gives you, so we're going to try this again because I haven't covered all of my history yet. Alright, we're back. This is Dorian again. Let's see, where was I in my history backtrack? Okay, yeah, so I was talked out of it at 14. Suffered for a while more in my early 20s when I started role playing and everything and was passing before I got outed and all that stuff. I seriously considered it again and did some more research, but again, that's getting to be almost like 10 years ago, something like that. So the information still wasn't out there. YouTube didn't exist, despite it being kind of discriminatory and you know, it's a fucking company. They're for money. So, but because of that, YouTube, you can share information. Like, I truly believe that President Obama got elected in 2008 because there were information channels like YouTube that you could actually get all the information, and you weren't getting all the information from corporate channels that were giving you all kinds of ridiculous propaganda. Trust me, I've watched news programs outside of the United States. They're completely different than what we have here in the United States. Most of the news in the United States is 100% propaganda. It's disgusting. So I normally watch either like BBC News, or there's a news channel from Belgium that they sometimes do English, and I watch that because I don't believe in any of the, like, Fox News is ridiculously it's just ridiculous. There's so it's just propaganda. There's no real news there. But I'm not supposed to be talking about politics. I just meant that YouTube is one of the reasons I believe that there was the change and he was elected. I think it's really important to have those kind of information channels that we can do this, so I can talk to you, so I can explain all this. Because the first couple of times that I was struggling with this to the point of feeling like I needed to do transition, I didn't have that information, and so I didn't do it, and I've wasted 20 years of my life suffering and miserable in a body I hate because I didn't know any better. Hold on. You're not supposed to cry in your videos. Boys don't cry. Okay, so during the roleplay situation, before I was outed and all that stuff, I was seriously considering it. Then I met somebody that I kind of fell for, and that's when everybody started telling me, well, if you're in love with a guy, then you must be a girl. I know, again, we already covered that one. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's what I was being told. So I was talked out of it again, and suffered for a few more years. I don't know how to do this. This is hard. In 2009, I had a near-death experience. Well, I have a lot of near-death experience. I have serious medical problems. I'm constantly in the emergency room and stuff. It makes things really difficult. I have a really rare genetic disorder called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Again, I think I might do some videos about that because, again, there's not enough information out there for people regarding that, and it's actually very deadly if you aren't diagnosed and aren't medically watched. There's problems with your heart and stuff. But I had a near-death experience. It had to do with carbon monoxide filling my apartment, and it made me very sick, and I almost died. And unfortunately, the gentleman that lived above me did pass away. He was really cool, and he didn't deserve it. I have a lot of guilt, wondering why I lived and he didn't, because my apartment was actually worse than his. I had it the worst. But anyway, through all of that, almost dying, the apartment complex were kind of dicks. They threw me out, threw everything I owned out into the street and destroyed it. I lost everything. Everything. All of my paintings, all of my art, all of my clothing design, costume design. Everything was gone. My entire life was destroyed in a blink of an eye. And part of that kind of kick-started me, like, the life that I lived was gone. I have to rebuild another one. And And somehow through that and all the depression of being homeless and dealing with all that crap, it got to the point that I knew that I was living a lie. I knew that person, that my whole life that was destroyed really wasn't me. And it got down to that point of either I do this or I'm gonna kill myself, because I can't live like this anymore. I can't live in this body. I can't live this lie. I can't pretend that it's okay when people call me those things or say those things, or it's just I can't do it anymore. So it came down to that, and then I honestly stumbled accidentally. I didn't even realize that this was what was actually killing me inside until I stumbled into some people's videos. First one was Calpurnia Adams. Sorry, rocking the boat. Hold on. Eek. There we go. The first one was Calpurnia Adams. Bad questions to ask a transsexual. I'm shaking the table. Stop it. I mentioned her before in the first video. She's fucking fabulous. I don't care what anybody says. She's fantastic. I love her. She's great. And just going through the list of she explains it, you know, it's a humor thing. It's kind of mean if you want to look at it that way. People have complained about it, but it's humor. And it's her opinion, because she's talking about people who are asking her questions. Ridiculous, stupid questions that nobody should ever ask anybody. And being disabled and sometimes having to be in a wheelchair and shit, you get those kind of questions too. It's stupid, and it's wrong, and disrespectful, and so I watched that video, and kind of followed all the videos from her video to a few other videos. One of them is from Trans Outlaw, who, again, is fucking fabulous. He posted videos of his body, the changes in his body on 1 year of testosterone. And I swear to fucking God that video saved my life, because I didn't know that it would change it like that. I didn't know that you could there was actually medical options to be able to change your body enough to actually be a guy. Really. If you looked at his pictures now, and I think I've posted links, but I'm not sure I will if I haven't. You can't tell. You can't tell at all. He looks fabulous. I'm so jealous at this point. That it looks so it's amazing. So his videos really helped me. He is so smart, and he researched everything really, really carefully, and he shared all that information, and he's the one that said that it's our responsibility to do videos, to share it with other people, to share that information, to help others transition as well. It's kind of like our responsibility. I know there are some transgendered people that are all about stealth, and they don't want anybody to know. They don't like being called a trans guy. At some point, I think I might get to a point of not wanting to be called a trans guy or whatever. I mean, like, there's so many different variations of words that you could use. And whatever the person wants to use, that's what you should use, because that's what they would prefer. Again, it goes along with the name thing. But, so yeah, one of his video, there's like 3 or 4 different people that really helped me. And Trans Outlaw is definitely one of them. I still watch that video and cry. I can't watch that video enough. I can't even imagine. Really, it's that amazing. I'm running out of time again. There might be a part 3 to this. Wasn't planning on doing like 3 or 4 videos in a row, but oh well. At least it's getting done. So yeah, Calpurnia Adams is one. Trans Outlaw is another. Miko Xavier, I think. I'm not sure exactly what his YouTube status is, but his first name's Miko, and he's fantastic as well. His videos are great. His one about female masculinity is one of the first ones he posted. I thought he deleted it, but I don't think he did. But, again, I saw those, and it's like, wow, you really can do this. It's really, really possible to do this. And once I saw those videos, I knew there was never any way to go back. There's no going back now. There's no way. I have to do this. And I hope all of you guys will come with me. If you're watching this, you're probably someone that I've outed myself to. I love you very much, and thank you so much for all of your support. I can't tell you how much it means to me. Alright, I'll talk to you in part 3, I guess. Bye.